We need agriculture for food, and agriculture needs water. Agriculture is largely dependent upon rainwater and also on the groundwater, because rains are unpredictable and rains are also not evenly distributed. So, we have wells and tube wells so that our fields can be irrigated. So, lot of water is used for agriculture also. Now, how is water distributed? You know, at home you have taps and taps are connected to pipes. It is through pipes that water is supplied to every home. Now, there is lot of leakage and wastage of water through this pipeline system also. In fact, even our daily habits, like when we are brushing our teeth or when we are shaving, we just let the tap remain open, or if there is leakage, we never get it repaired. So, like this, there is also loss of water due to wastage. We can't stop using water, can we? Of course not. We cannot stop using water. Can we stop our industries or agriculture or our day-to-day needs? We need water for everything. What we can, however, do is water management. That is, we use water in a judicious way, which means wisely. And also, we try to store water wherever it is possible. You know, water is a good solvent. So, the disadvantage is it gets polluted very easily. So, we also have to take care that it does not get polluted, and we do not throw industrial waste or domestic waste directly into water without treatment. So, one method of water management is rainwater harvesting. This was an age-old convention in India. Whenever rainwater was there, it was collected. It was collected on rooftops, it was also collected in large containers, and ditches were also dug so that rainwater could be collected there and utilized as and when the requirement came. There were also smaller ditches which were called bawris. So, the water got collected there, it could also enter the ground level and become water table, because when water is collected, the seepage is easier. But then when people do not take care, these get actually polluted and it becomes a source of mosquito breeding and contamination. So, that is of no use. So, one thing that what we can do is rainwater harvesting. Thirdly, the dams also have helped. How? When we erect dams, then whatever rainwater is there, that is collected, and then it does not just run away, because when there is excessive rain, it can also cause flood. By erecting dams, we can prevent floods, and the water gets collected in large reservoirs, like in the case of Bhakra Dam. And from these reservoirs, the canals are taken out. You know, today we have been able to water Rajasthan through Indira Gandhi Canal project because of this. So, we are able to get canals, and so the water which otherwise would have just gone wasted is then used throughout the year. So, there is better distribution system, and also the damage by floods can be dealt with. So, on one hand we have been able to prevent floods, and on the other hand we have been able to prevent drought conditions. So, this is also a method of water management. And then our personal habits. Never think that we as individuals cannot do anything. In fact, everything starts from an individual. Like I told you, if you are particular, if you are aware to close taps, to be aware and take steps for leaking taps, then there will be no wastage of water. Every drop of water is precious and should be conserved. Do you have a garden in front of your house, or maybe a kitchen garden, or at least some potted plants? Do you water them regularly? What happens if you do not water them, especially in summers? They wilt away, and if the wilting is permanent, they can even die. So, watering the plants is very important. Even in the agriculture, irrigation, that is watering of crops, is very important, otherwise crops will dry. But then the important thing is how much water is needed. There is a method called drip irrigation. In this method, we use water very carefully. Water directly falls on roots in drops. So, only the required amount of water is used by plants, and not just that you give water in large amount. In fact, excess of water can be harmful for plants, because soil becomes waterlogged and roots are not able to breathe. So, once again, everything in a balanced way, neither in excess nor in deficiency. So, plants also need water in right amount, just like you need study time and play time in right amount. If you are all the time studying, then you will become physically unfit. You will also probably remain sad. And if there is only playing, then obviously your education and your studies will suffer. So, whatever it is in life, whether it is games versus studies, it is discipline versus freedom, it is water, scarcity of water versus excess of water, scarcity of food and nutrients or excess, wherever there is deficiency on one hand and excess on the other hand, there is a problem. It is always the centered behavior, the centered actions which are the most beneficial course of action. So, for water also, whether it is watering of plants, whether it is our own utilization, we have to be careful and wise. So, let us pledge today that we will not waste water and we will conserve water and use it carefully.